Is Robbinsville a city of great importance in the Penguin series? With the official release of the sequel to the 2022 Batman movie, whose official name of this universe is the Batman Epic Crime Saga, as revealed by director Matt Reeves in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, we have more doubts than before about this universe. Obviously, during the course of the series, we will be seeing how many of these questions will be answered. But something that really caught our attention was the mention of the city of Robbinsville, and it got us thinking, how important is Robbinsville in the series? Will we be seeing more of this city as the series progresses? In this video, we'll be discussing all these details. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Before we start with this video, and to celebrate the arrival of the Penguin series, we will be giving away a Funko Pop from the Batman movie. To participate, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave a comment telling us who is your favorite character from the DC universe and why. The winner will be announced on October 31st. Let's start by discussing, at what point was this city mentioned? In this first chapter of the Penguin series, we saw how Oswald Cobblepot, after disposing of the body of his new boss with the help of his new sidekick, left for work thinking it would be just another ordinary day. To his surprise, he received a call from the family, who are in charge of the operation he is running. Of course, we know who Oz works for is the Falcone family, who until a week ago were the ones running Gotham's underworld. This all changed the moment the ringleader of this family, Carmine Falcone, was exposed and arrested during the events of the Batman movie in the Batman Epic Crime Saga universe. Unfortunately, things didn't go so well, due to the fact that moments after his arrest, Carmine Falcone was killed by the Riddler. This event created a huge power void in the underworld of Gotham, and more than anything else, created opportunities for the other families to try to take control, while the Falcone family tries to keep their hands on this power. Moving on, as we then see Oz meet with his bosses who have news for him that would severely affect the Penguin's current position, as well as his lifestyle. In this meeting, Johnny Vitti and Milos Grappa tell Oswald Cobblepot that they will be shutting down their factory operations, as they will be moving to Robbinsville. Oz laughs and questions his bosses as to why they are doing this. They clarify to him that the move will be made because there is less pressure in Robbinsville. And Oz replies that is true, but there is also less business. Not only that, but he asks his bosses if they know the amount of money his guys bring to the table. Oz goes on to say that this was his operation, and they can't just close it out of the blue. This comment is one that does not help him at all, as his bosses remind him that the operation is theirs. It is their people, and that he works for the family. They also proceed to question him if he had forgotten that detail. But they also mention to him that they are consolidating operations, since most of the merchandise was damaged in the flood. Oz replies that this is not true, as they had recovered a large portion, 70% to be specific. Again, he is interrupted and told that it doesn't matter as the police are close and watching them. Gangs are invading and there is blood in the water. We have several details to discuss here. We know that the 70% is a lie, because when Oz was at his factory, an individual who they call him as the Doc let it be known that they have only recovered 30% of the product, and that there is a risk of contamination since most of the drops were taken out of the sewer. The other thing is that it was mentioned the operations will be moving to a town called Robbinsville. This causes us a lot of intrigue and gets us thinking, why Robbinsville of all the places in Gotham? And is it possible that this city has a great importance in this universe? Let's start by explaining that Robbinsville has not been featured prominently in movies or TV series. So basically, they have no basis to start from in that place, unless they go to the comics. This is a good thing, although many do not believe it, as it gives them creative freedom when it comes to integrating it into the series, being able to place it as a more important location. Of course, integrating what is known about the city, thanks to the comics. What are some of the details that make Robbinsville stand out from other more well-known places in Gotham? While it doesn't have the notorious reputation of areas like Crime Alley, where Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered, or the infamy of Arkham Asylum, Robbinsville represents a more human and realistic side of Gotham's struggles. It is more a neighborhood where the problems are socioeconomic, rather than plagued by supervillains. Robbinsville is a working-class African-American neighborhood in Gotham City. It is often neglected and overlooked by Gotham's political and police system, which contributes to it being a focal point of crime and poverty. One of the most significant connections to Robbinsville is that it is home to Luke Fox, the son of Lucius Fox, and the man who assumes the mantle of Batwing. In the comics, Luke Fox acts as Batwing, a technologically advanced vigilante, and much of his early activity is centered in Robbinsville, where he tries to protect his community from the increasing crime. What does all of this reveal? Well, we can say that Robbinsville itself is a forgotten place in the city of Gotham, where the citizens are mostly left to fend for themselves, as the main focus of the authorities is elsewhere in the city. We can now understand more clearly why the family's decision to move there. Being a mostly forgotten area, and the crimes are minor to what the authorities face due to the supervillains, so it is the perfect place to move operations. They can work more quietly without the need for the authorities to be present every second. Plus, they won't have much competition, or rather they won't have to worry about ambushes from other gangs, since we know that in a place like that, the Falcones could have more power than those who currently control the underworld in Robbinsville. There's also the fact that we can assume the revolutionary substance Oz mentions to his bosses could have originated there. We know that in the next few episodes, we'll be seeing how Oz will try to take ownership of the shipment of this new substance, which is much stronger than the drops they currently have. And a good way to give Robbinsville a twist and put it in this universe as a place of greater importance would be for its origin to be there. If so, then we are talking about it being a very well thought out plan. A plan that I have no doubt came from the powerful mind of Sofia Falcone. In the series, there is no mention as to whose decision or idea it was to make that move. We do know that both Johnny Vitti and Milos Grappa were aware that Sofia was no longer at Arkham Asylum. That's because they weren't surprised the way Oswald was surprised to see her. Who would doubt that while the family was meeting to see how they could recoup the money they lost thanks to the Riddler's actions, Sofia wasn't the one who brought Robbinsville to the table as part of the secret plan she had with her brother Alberto Falcone to move this new substance throughout Gotham? This would certainly show that Sofia Falcone is much smarter than what we have been shown so far. And not only this, but it would show us that Sofia will always try to be a couple of steps ahead of the others, proving once again that what awaits Oz is hell, as Sofia will be the biggest threat that the Penguin will be facing so far. But tell me, what do you think about all this? Do you think Robbinsville will end up being a place of major importance in this universe? Or do you think it was just a mention and won't come to anything over the course of the series? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.